You've been harping on him. I have him in my picks.
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah. You do not because you hate Ken Roczen.
Don't hate him.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You do too.
Hate
you are a liar. Your pants are on fire. Jason and Kyle, get away.
Hate is a very strong word.
You guys smell smoke in the studio. It's Moto Man's pants.
Starting to smell smoke.
Yeah.
Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate anybody.
You strongly dislike my friend Ken Roczen.
Yeah. I take that back. There are a couple people
There's
that
a couple Ron Jeremys out there.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of a couple different people out there. But hate's a really strong word.
Wow, Jason.
Well, you could tell he was going there.
Yeah, hate's a really strong word. I try not to hate anybody in the motocross.
He was going there.
Yeah, I disagree.
What do you disagree on?
You.
What
everything you say.
About what?
Everything you say, every word that comes out of your mouth.
What kind of tomfoolery are you talking about? Yeah. You're the one that actually goes out and causes mischief and then blames us for it.
That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do.
That's all he's got.
I'm supposed to create drama so that there is content for the radio. If we don't have content, I have to create it. It's better you than me.
I'm just pointing out the obvious, my friend. You're the one that actually makes up stuff.
Yeah, if I throw it out there, it's going to be true. Wow, there is a tough block right now I'm looking at on a replay of one of the crashes that we saw earlier in the race. And it's blue, black, and it's the GoPro one. It looks like the big 49 logo. It really does. The
I gotta say, Kyle, these
blocks.
guys do both have like the voiceover thing.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Oh, man.
Moto and Stretch.
Yeah.
What about it?
You guys do the voiceovers pretty good.
Oh,
One man in a world. In a world far beyond here.
Well, here's what I got to do. When I
Let's do a Roczen interview. Let's do a.
You want to check your Roczen?
When I sit down and do like VO stuff, I'm like, how can I not sound like Stretch? Here I go. Let me change the settings here, change this, change that. Okay, here we go.
I always just try to sound like Don LaFontaine from The Afterlife.
I wish I could. You know who I want to be in another life? I want to be the voiceover dude of the Supercross.
In a world.
Oh, God.
That was your intro. That was your Arlington intro.
Oh, dude, that guy's amazing.
You want to be
that was his Arlington intro.
You pretty much nailed that, Stretch.
That's what I was talking about.
You want to be the Monster Energy guy? The guy
yeah,
that's like,
dude's the best.
Monster.
That guy?
Moto just wants to be the Monster Energy girl.
Supercross.
The stupid cross.
I love that dude.
See, Stretch could be that person. Moto could be the Monster Energy girl.
Monster Energy girl.
You could just sit there and look at yourself.
The ugly one.
What does the Monster Energy girl do?
You're the ugly one.
You get to just switch for a day.
I'm not switching anything, dude. I'm staying what I am.
If I walked into the studio one day,
around Los Angeles a little too long, my friend. God. Ain't switching nobody.
If I walk into the studio one day and there's a hot chick in there and she's groping her own boobs, I'll be like, Moto Man, you turned into a girl. What happened?
They're playing your favorite John Legend commercial here, so if you're on like vaccine number 25, get it now.
I was wondering what that package from Monster
Why is this
was.
piano got a beehive on it?
New,
hey, it's stupid
outfit from.
It's dumb.
Yeah, he's gonna have the camera on him a lot more.
One man in a world.
Got the 30-second board?
No,
I don't get this commercial.
You don't? We see it here. He's got the little honey thing on the side of the piano.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. What does honey and bees have to do with getting a shot?
Speaking of the Monster Girls, I love Stretch's
because
idea.
it's poison. That's the funny part about it. If you think about it, he's got bees, which actually have the same poison as a rattlesnake.
You know what would have been funnier?
And he's like sitting there going, "Look at this! Get your poison quick!" And he's putting it in his
funnier?
shoulder.
Yeah.
Belle Biv DeVoe would have been way better to do that commercial. Poison. Poison.
From last week, I just absolutely love Stretch's idea with the flamethrowers for the 30-second board.
In the boobs?
Yeah.
In the boobs?
That was awesome.
How sweet would that be?
That was
that was Stretch.
We could make Supercross so much better.
Stretch was trying to pimp that to Sean, and I think Sean would actually go for that idea.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
The boobs, the boob flamethrowers. That'd
be awesome.
That's actually a winning idea, and I don't like to give Stretch any credit for any winning ideas.
I'm telling. Well, I don't know. Would you find a girl willing to do it? Because fire coming out of your boobs is a little terrifying to most women.
I've met a couple of women who have fire coming between their legs. So hey, why not the boobs?
You dated Lindsay Lohan?
I'm not gonna kiss and tell.
You dated Fire Crotch?
I'm not gonna kiss and tell.
Moto is ginger.
I'm not gonna kiss and tell.
Oh wow! Or is it after they had sex with you, they had a fire crotch? Which one?
No, after they had sex with me, I had the fire crotch.
That means you're dating loose women.
Yeah,
some STDs, Moto.
I wouldn't say loose. I'd just say easy.
So what's the second? What's the second race going to look like, guys? Come on.
Wow. All right, coming up on Moto 2 for the 250s. It is not Moto 2. It is main event. Remember, they are main events 1, 2, and 3.
That is
Main
correct.
event 2 for the 250s coming up next. Hunter Lawrence looks hard to beat. The only guy that I think's got a chance of beating him is Thrasher. We'll see if those guys can fight
I
it
don't
out.
know, though. Max Anstey seemed to look really good last race. And I think Max, if he gets in the right spot, he could probably give Hunter a run for his money.
Yeah.
But you know what? Max isn't an eater. He gets out and he holds his position. He doesn't get past.
Holds it like a mofo, though.
Yeah,
let me
he's
tell
really
you.
good, but he doesn't blow out front like Hunter and Thrasher tend to do.
True.
Deegan went down.
Deegan went down.
Yeah, that's
so I
gonna
don't think
screw up his overalls.
Deegan's going to have to get a number 1 in order to even get a number 2 on the podium right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
full time.
He's,
And with those two looking as good as they are, Thrasher and freaking Lawrence look really good. and fast.
Exactly.
Now, Viali did pretty good, right? He ended up in 4th.
wow.
Yeah, he looked good.
They're going old
dark
school.
horse.
They're
That'd be
going
good.
into the 70s, back into the Arlington Supercross
Jimmy
days.
Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're going
Look,
into the
that's
70s.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arlington Supercross.
Back in the day. So, currently on my picks, I've got Hunter, I've got Anstey, I've got Deegan, which I think is a bad pick right now.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a bad
I got Thrasher and I got Martin, and I think Thrasher is actually a pretty good pick.
Martin probably not
Yeah,
a good pick
mine's
either
about
right now.
real close right there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I got Thrasher, Lawrence, Smith, Anstey, Deegan, Martin.
okay.
And I can see Deegan coming up at a 5 or 6.
Deegan's probably going to be tanking this one, which it's about his time. I didn't think he was going to come out of the gate as hard as he did when he did, the first 2 races. I didn't think he
And
was
then
going to
back
be
it
as
up?
strong and back it up.
Like Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And as far as Ken Roxon's concerned, it's very. Anybody who put him on their picks tonight, other than the fact that he does do well in Triple Crowns, this is if he's going to do well, he's going to do well in Triple Crown because it's a short race. At the same time, the only person that really beats Ken Roxon is Ken Roxon.
Yeah.
And Eli Tomac.
Where's our KTM juniors, man? I want to see where my money's at tonight.
I don't think they're going to. They have, since we announced openly bragged about our betting on children racing and Supercross, they have not
They've
shown that
canceled
race
it now,
since.
huh?
Yeah, but
It's just not shown anymore.
I'm noticing that Daniel Blair, the guy that's going to take your job away from you,
He's not on camera right now because he's suiting up for the KTM 50s.
no, he's actually walking on the track right now, doing some shots and showing you the ruts that are on the track.
Yeah, it's very ruddy.
It is extremely ruddy.
But that dirt is weird. That
I like
red,
that dirt. Though. I like that red
kinda
clay.
dirt.
That's southern.
Yeah.
That's southern clay right there.
As long as it doesn't get wet, it's
And if it gets
awesome.
wet, which open stadium, God's looking after you.
Yep.
Yeah,
but they
it gets slippery.
They definitely. One of the things I like about this though is the fact that particular dirt works really well.
I wish it was wet right now because then Daniel Blair would slip and fall.
Wow, why
And
are you
then I
so
would
mean?
laugh.
Why are you mean to Daniel Blair? Seriously,
I'm just pointing out the good entertainment.
he's actually a pretty nice guy. I like the
Can
guy.
you tell me if Daniel Blair didn't slip and fall on camera right now, it wouldn't be the funniest thing you've seen today?
Today,
Yes, it would be. Yes, it would be.
today.
Yeah.
Gotta think about that for a second. Seen some pretty funny stuff today.
By the way, he's standing on a whoop right now, and it may as well be like a 35-foot mountain. Just
Wow.
saying.
It's almost like you climbing the finish line.
He needs to put a ladder down to get off that whoop.
Oh, there's Jet Lawrence. They're talking about Jet. Hunter's
Jet Lawrence
brother.
is fast as hell.
Hunter's brother, mate. By the way, I do think at this point now, because they've been putting a lot of guest hosts with Ricky Carmichael, I think that I actually killed Leif's career.
Really?
I think I killed it.
Oh, no.
Who's?
The Leif, the guy that was the Robin Leach of the
Yeah.
co-hosting.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. I think I actually got him
You
fired.
did that, huh?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
Man.
that wasn't very nice of you.
Robin Leach.
Yeah.
Lifestyles in the moto and famous.
I think,
Lips and
I think
tits.
somebody did say, hey, this is America.
But now Will's back.
Now Will's back. Hey, Bill's
I'll take
Will's,
her
Will's
every day of the
staying.
week.
Will's
Yeah.
staying.
Workout.
And you know what? Will's staying because we actually are the ones that promoted her to stay.
Right.
We wanted her back. We started.
Well, we
the,
were like, where the hell is she? When
we
she
started the
disappeared?
free will campaign.
The essential
here.
worker for Dan Hubbard.
Yeah, Dan is an essential worker.
That was our campaign.
Yep, that was our campaign for Dan
Dan
Hubbard.
used to be an essential worker. He's
He
no
is
longer
an
anymore.
essential-
No,
no, he
he's
is
no
an
longer.
essential
He
worker.
used to be our friend, and now he shined me. Last time I saw him at A2, he walked away from
shined
me.
you because you deserve to be shined.
No. Former friend Dan Hubbard. That's what I'm
He
telling
is
you.
my current friend, and I like Dan Hubbard. Thank you
I
very
like
much.
him. He's my former
He's
friend.
my current
We're
friend.
not as
Thank
close
you
as
very
we
much.
once were.
We're close. We are close, and he's my friend.
You don't text
I'll
him
tell
in
you
the
right
middle
now.
of the night?
Who?
You don't text Dan Hubbard in the middle of the night anymore?
No.
No?
I do.
No.
Thinking
I
about
te-
you?
I text him. I go, hey man, I'm just thinking about it. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you feeling?
You know what? Moto texts Dan Hubbard, and he goes, hey, man, are you watching the Grand Crew right now on NBC? It's amazing.
Actually, he
Great
called
show.
me. He actually texted me back, and he goes, "That's my ish. That's my jam."
Yeah.
So I'll have
Yeah.
to check. I thought me and Daniel Blair were cool after I did that
You are.
You know,
you guys are cool.
The cowboy thing, but
of course
he did the like little emoji thing, but he's never wrote me nothing back, bro. He didn't give me a little like.
You guys aren't pen pals.
Here's
though?
a picture, a stretch,
No,
like
no.
you know.
Oh, right.
I'm a little
with
I'm
devil
a little,
horns on it?
Yeah, right.
I'm a little unfamiliar with how this social media thing works. So you guys are like pen pals now? Are you like? Do you like write them letters? And
Well, he
stuff?
sent me a little emoji thing. You know the emoji.
What's emoji? What's emoji thing? Is like a
You do like a little face, like
It's
you're
like a
laughing,
penis.
You have like tears coming down.
An eggplant.
oh, so you take a
Like-
picture of
like
yourself
in
naked in the
text.
mirror. You take a picture of yourself naked in the mirror and send it to him.
A rooster.
See, he's old
You can't
timers, bro.
explain it to him, dude.
Yeah,
It's
never
like
mind.
It's
He's
like
still
a,
running the show on a typewriter.
it's like
He
a,
doesn't know what a meme is.
it's like a Polaroid. I'm a little
needs
An
white
confused.
out.
emoji or a meme, he's gone.
He needs whiteout.
I'm a little like is it a Polaroid? You say you take a Polaroid of it?
The couch.
Yeah.
The
You mail
couch is
it?
right
You
in the
take
other
it down to
room.
Walmart and you get it developed.
You get developed. Okay, you get developed. And then you mail it,
Wow.
right? So you
How's
have
your
it-
Instamatic,
you,
Moto Man?
So you have
The couch is in the other room. Hopefully there'll be a red ginger in there.
Yeah, so you have Daniel Blair's like a home address. You you send him a little stamp.
Well,
and
yeah, it's
envelope
right
and
here
stuff?
on IG. You just
Yeah.
throw whatever you want on there.
Oh, is that like the Yellow Pages?
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah.
a phone book?
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Wow.
you just tag him in it. And,
Or you tag him. What's that mean? Like, do you go
Right.
play tag at the park or something,
Yeah,
or
you're
what?
right.
Here's what I know.
Like
I
Dr.
just
Goose?
lost interest in everything you guys are saying because I'm on Instagram and I saw a booby picture.
Oh, well, of course.
He's on a midget.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, booby picture, I'm gone." You guys are off in whatever land. I'm seeing boobies.
You're
I
seeing
don't need
boobies.
to talk to you knuckle
Now,
nutses anymore.
now, are you confusing boobies with like men with their pants off?
Oh dear.
These are giant boobies.
Right, or-
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is
Or
about.
Big Belly Crew.
Those,
It's
about
like a-
Instagram?
those aren't
Hidden
boobies, actually.
pictures.
Those aren't boobies, actually. It's
No, in Instagram.
just a fat dude.
By the way, they let you show nipples on Instagram. I did not know that.
Nipples? Wait a
Yeah,
second. Like
typically they will blackball you for that.
like a National Geographic?
So you're posting pictures
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Yeah, they got nurples up here.
Nurples.
Purple nurples.
You're
You can
showing
see
them your
them.
nurples.
like a
The purple nurples are out.
like a
it's
national-
a good day on the Instagram.
like a National Geographic.
Oh god.
Better.
Everybody's stuck inside because of the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Goofy debauchery
Yeah,
going
everybody's
on.
listening to this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone's out. Everybody's like, screw this. I'm going back out in the rain. Who wants to hear these idiots?
Just gonna look up. Let me drown now.
Wow. Okay, here's another one. It's a chick in a mini skirt, and she goes up to guys and says, "Hey, will you tie my shoe?" And she puts her foot up, and then a big old hunkin' set of balls pops out of the bottom of her mini skirt, and the dudes run.
I probably would too.
It's hysterical.
So stretch.
Oh, God, this
I
is
don't
funny.
like the fact
God
that you're
almighty.
trying to hide this on the third party. So in other words, you're saying you go out and you wear a mini skirt and you troll dudes to get them to tie your
Holy
shoes.
crap! Hold
Trying to
on.
do purple nurples.
All right, I just put a thing onto my story of the Big 49. You guys are gonna have to see that.
Hey, Justin Hill, he's a friend. He's our friend, by the way.
So we're all associated.
I got a great video. You guys are gonna have to see. Go over there.
Oh, got it. There's
Oh
Adam,
my
there's
God.
Adam C on TV, by the way.
Adam C
All
with
right,
his broken wrist.
I'm gonna jump out real quick and hit a Black Keys song. We will be back at the end of
250 main event.
Main event. Yeah. We'll jump out and do this real quick. It's Big 40 on.
Live from Arlington, Texas. It's AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. And there's a hole in the roof so God can keep an eye on what the devil is doing. It's time for Supercross coverage on the Big 49.
Well, the main event number 2 in the books for the 250 East here on this Triple Crown day. Jordan Smith getting you the win. Thrasher. Hunter Lawrence coming in third. Hunter looked like he was making a push to get up to the front, and then he clipped the back end of Thrasher and went down. So I think Hunter's going to have to settle for third place in this race.
That there, Max Anstey got in fourth, and Deegan came in fifth.
Yeah, Deegan's back to looking like he's been all season. He just had a bad first main event, it looks like.
Michael Mosman came in sixth, and
I'm
Chance Hyman seventh.
I'm so glad to see Michael back up, flirting up towards the front again.
Yeah, I mean, he should be.
Yeah.
He should be. I mean, in all sincerity, I mean, if anybody there is not really, I have to say, living up to his potential, I would have to say it would be one Mr. Michael Mosman.
So what do you
this
think about
season, yeah.
what do you think about that? I think that lapper was totally had a lot to do with that.
Well, I looked at the fact that when Lawrence went down, I'm not going to necessarily blame anybody but Hunter Lawrence on that.
I do
Because
too, but
he got
before
too
that,
close.
that lapper started splitting those guys, though.
Yeah, the lapper started splitting them, but at the same time, that's part of being a lapper. That's part of being in the situation.
Right.
And when you're on the track, you're on the track. You can't, especially when you're on that bridge, you can't exactly get out of their way on the bridge. You're stuck.
You know what they say? Lapper's gonna lap.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And your job as a winner is to figure out how to manage your way around the lappers. I mean, you even see it happening on the 450s with Eli Tomac. You know, the two things that it's the last 450 race that.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at this.
No, these are the little kids. These are the Stasic races.
I didn't even know about
We're
this.
not even betting on these
I didn't
races
even know
yet.
about this.
We're not even betting on those races yet. We're only betting on the
I like you
KTM
said
features.
yet.
Because this is where the real action is. This
You know what
is
it
where the
is?
real action is.
That's because these kids are very, very local.
They're
so
all
every
washed
week
up
it
when
would
they
be,
get to the KTMs.
Right.
I mean, this is where the real action is. I mean,
It would be different
A 4-year-old
every
on a Stasic is like that's a whole different level of action.
We didn't even think about this.
We didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
if you're a
gotta say,
degenerate gambler like us, a 4-year-old
right.
on a Stasic, that's like just that's pennies from heaven right there.
right now,
wrong.
points wise, Nate
Morally
Thrasher
wrong.
is winning. So after
Yes.
2, Nate Thrasher is in the lead for points. Remember, we go by lower points. It's like golf today. They call it Olympic scoring. So first place is 1 point, second place is 2 points, et cetera, et cetera.
We have one Mr. Hunter Lawrence.
Exactly. So Hunter's got a 1-3 now to his name, and actually they're
So
well,
who's the
they're
Adam
tied.
Sandler? Who's the Adam Sandler out of this?
Happy Gilmore, I mean?
Yeah.
Who'd be the Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
I'd say Hunter Lawrence.
The big 49.
Big 49 is always always Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that would be the big 49.
Take it to a happy place.
Price is wrong, bitch. Bow! You punch Bob Barker in the face. That would be the big 49 right there.
Big 49.
Yeah, when Big 49 and LBZ shows up, it's definitely the Happy Gilmore
All I want
of
to
the
see
crowd.
is everybody be quiet on the course. Right
He's
now, we
gonna
got
go
Hunter.
for the triple.
I by the way, it's like that when you're in the press conferences, and I don't get it. For a sport as exciting as motocross is,
Right.
why are we
God.
all so
Right.
buttoned up in those press conferences to the point to where it's like,
I have to tie my shoes.
So Jet, when you were on that third double right there, and RJ Hampshire was trying to get around you, how is it that you made that fast sweeping corner?
That's what it sounds like.
that's really what it sounds like.
really
Those
does.
things are annoying, and then you get, but people.
And then you got
there's a
Stretch in
lot-
there like, yo, Jet, you like kick ass, dude.
And Webb's cool too.
Webb's cool too.
No, all of that is overdubbed later because the question asking is at that pace, and I will tell you, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of daggers being thrown in there.
And then you have Moto.
So Chase, you crashed again today. How does it feel to know that you just screwed yourself? And he's just like, you're like, really, dude?
Really, dude?
And then they'll harp on that, and they'll ask him like 9 questions like that, and you're like, oh man.
So Jed, you did crash in that third corner, and
What
how
about
did
your
it
brother?
feel? By the way, how's your brother doing?
How's your brother doing?
How does it feel to race your brother? Do you ever race your brother? Do you want to race your brother? Would you rather win the championship or
Why did
beat
you
your
go
brother
east
every
and
race?
west?
You're like, come on, guys, ask better questions.
That's pretty dumb. It's pretty
Yeah.
dumb. By the way, I'd like to give a special shout out to our friends at Straub Distributing and Ghost Energy Drink for our lovely beverages in the studio today.
Get your ghost on.
Notice I
Running the
share
orange cream.
Notice I share with you guys.
Ghost orange
And notice
cream.
notice who we aren't sharing with.
No, notice who broke into the back of the warehouse
notice who
last
we're
week when I left and has I have an entire refrigerator filled with Black Rifle right now.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I got
right
the
there.
good one too, the caramel vanilla.
Yeah,
That's
that's
freaking delicious.
Yeah.
It is really good.
I'm just saying that this Ghost Energy Drink, boy, is it good.
Boy.
But is it filling?
I'm still working on the Ghost orange creamsicle soda, which is a good flavor.
Pretty good stuff.
That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jason's on. It's good
I
stuff.
gotta get some of the sour apple ones in the stores near me because I
Well,
will
we're gonna
buy
get,
those.
We're gonna probably get some sour apples next week from our good friends at Straub Distributing. We're gonna go down there and go, hey, Babek, what do you got?
You know who's gonna get sour apples?
Me.
Chase Sexton.
Me.
That's who. He's gonna crash today and have sour apples again. He's gonna have
Wow.
sour apples in his water bottle.
What? You and Ricky Carmichael hanging out now?
I'm just saying, if he crashes today and screws himself, he's gonna fold.
Well, what are you, Ricky Carmichael now? What are you like throwing dirt
I
on
have
Chase
Chase
Sexton?
picked to win the whole thing. Remember, that
I
is
don't
the
know,
guy
man.
I bet
just
on
saw a
preseason.
fresh shovel of dirt just go right on a grave that's not even full yet.
I will tell you, this race today, not one particular, the overall today, is a make or break deal for Chase Sexton. I think he needs to really have a strong showing.
Is it me or
mistake
does
free?
Jordan Smith look like a young Jeff Ward? Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, but Jordan Smith is he's old to be on a 250.
I'm just saying he looks like a young Jeff Ward. That's all.
He is no spring chicken.
Yeah. Buck, buck.
Look at
He's
Anstey.
no Deegan.
So
Anstey, by
Hunter
the way,
actually
is
ended up in
almost 30.
third on that too after that little tip over.
Is that who I think it is?
Okay, if you could change your picks, but you can't, who would you add to your picks? Everyone.
I'd get rid of
If you
Deegan
could
right now.
change
I'd get
your
rid of
pick.
Deegan. I'd get rid of Deegan right now.
You would
I'd
move
ditch-
Deegan out?
I'd ditch Deegan, and I would probably move in Smith.
So I have Smith there.
I got
but
Smith in mine.
I'd have Smith. I'd move Deegan out and I'd move Smith in, and that's the only change I'd make. Other than that, I mean, obviously, I'd order wise, I'd change some things around, but my top three is my top three. They're pretty close.
I like
Smith
my
is the
picks
only
too.
one.
I'm out of order, though. I'm with you.
Here is 450 race 2, and it looks like one mystery.
Oh,
Goodbye
the hot
Tomac.
chick's already got the 30-second sign up.
Yeah. By the way,
Ooh, it's a brunette.
hot chick. Yeah, you, the little dark-haired cutie right there. My name's Moto. I work at Big 49 Radio. You can come by anytime. I'll even leave
couch?
I'll leave the
I'll leave the light on for you.
leave the light, and I got a fresh piece of couch for you to crash on.
I'm still on fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
God.
You're still on fire, right?
Yeah.
How hard is it for her, you think, to have that fake smile on your face all the time? You know, they
After-
just kind of
af-
show their teeth but don't really smile.
After
smile?
she's done hanging out with me, not very hard.
It's a mask. She's just wearing a mask.
No, it's not hard at all. After she's done hanging out with me, she's always smiling ear to ear.
Smiling.
All right,
or
these
laughing.
guys are underway, so let's pack this up and come back at the end and tell you who won 450 main event number 2.
Will do. It is the Big 49. Here's some Led Zeppelin.
Live from Arlington, Texas, it's AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. And there's a hole in the roof so God can keep an eye on what the devil is doing. It's time for Supercross coverage on the Big 49.
And here we go, guys. Main event number 2 for the 450s in the book. And a guy that no one's been talking about, Jason Anderson, wired to wire that thing, man. He looks really, really good. It goes Anderson, Webb, Sexton, Tomac. That is your top 4. And to be honest, I'm now lost in the points. I don't know who's ahead.
Well, I honestly don't think it's going to really help Anderson at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's a factor. What did he do in the first race? I got to look that up. I'm not even sure.
It was like 6th or 7th.
Yeah, which screws everything up. So at that point, Webb might be your guy right now.
Yeah, I know, because Webb did all right.
Webb did all right. So Webb
Yeah.
came in 2nd. So the first race, I can tell you in the first race, Webb came in, I want to say it was 2nd as
It was
well.
2nd, yeah. So 2-2 is going to be
So
your winner
2-2
right
is
now.
going to be your winner right now. So Webb may
Right.
walk away with this whole thing.
Yeah, and that's
My
not
nephew.
surprising.
See money.
Yeah.
See, money's got it, dude.
Cooper Webb is not surprising in the least to win the whole thing. But like I said, none of these guys are. Any of these top 5 dudes.
I mean, Eli came in 4th on this race. So
yeah, what was wrong with Eli? I ended up having a dog issue in my house that I wasn't
Well,
watching most of this race.
Eli got caught behind at one point. He got a bad start, basically, is what it came out to. And he's tried to eat his way through, and he couldn't really eat his way through. And then, of course, Sexton just threw the full-on heat on him. And when Sexton threw the heat on him, Sexton actually was a beast
It was
this
the
last
whoops.
race. It was the whoops, and that was what was slowing Eli down. He couldn't blitz the whoops as good, and Sexton just walked right through it. And part of that, by the way, just my technical eye watching this, and something that you guys were talking about earlier tonight, which was Eli runs a very, very, very stiff rear suspension. He runs an extremely stiff suspension.
Yeah, I saw that today.
And when you watch him going through the whoops, he wasn't sucking up the whoops. He was literally rebounding the whoops.
Yep.
And when you rebound the whoops, what's going to happen is you're going to get rear wheel hop, and they're going to start bouncing from side to side. And that tells me that he probably would be smarter if he softened up that rear suspension just a little bit. Not much.
Are you saying front, back, side to side, forget about your troubles in the 9 to 5 and just sail along like my man Coolio?
I am saying that when you start
Comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, when you start stiffening up that rear suspension, the rebound can kick so hard back that you could start tick-tocking back and forth.
Now-
and when that happens, you're out.
Now
you're
Webb
all-
had not the same problem, but he wasn't going fast in the whoops.
Right.
wasn't because of rebound.
Webb
though.
was straight though. He was tracking very
Right.
straight.
He's just a
where
grinder.
Eli was not tracking straight. Eli, the faster
But
he
they
would
both
go,
weren't going very, as
Yeah.
fast as.
Yeah, Eli wasn't going as fast as he normally was because he was getting out of control. Whereas Sexton, if you looked at that rear suspension on his bike, it was flat as a board. He was just sailing right through those whoops.
Sexton looked really good in that
Yeah.
second main event. What I saw of Sexton, it was like, ooh, and the fact that he beat Eli, I think is a big mental push, win for him.
The bike is set up really, really well right now for this track, especially. So I'm going to have to hand it over to HRC Honda for that one. They really did an amazing job on setting that bike up because he looked good on the bike. He didn't look like he was struggling at all.
No, but okay, we all know too. His kryptonite last year was whoops, and he worked on that all offseason. And Chase has gotten phenomenally fast in the whoops and really, really good. He's getting it on the Dragon's back now and a couple other spots.
Yeah, but a lot of this is obviously there is an element of practice and technique and ability.
Stretch, this is where number 8 comes in.
But
A true cowboy knows love, pain, and shame, but never cares about fame.
exactly. But the
Number 8.
Wow.
But
You are a very wise man, Mr. Riley.
yeah. Yeehaw. But what I would say is that, the suspension tonight, if you look at the rear suspension of Eli, he was just set up so tight and so stiff that when he was blitzing those whoops, he was mildly losing control, which is the last 3 races, by the way. I've been noticing that in Eli's rear suspension, that when he got in that crash, that was the other problem that he had was suspension. Yeah. So I think softening up that rear shock would probably be a wise move on their part.
Yeah, we'll see if they do. Maybe just a couple clicks, too. It's one of those. You'll hear those guys say that a lot. Just a couple clicks here, a couple clicks there, the adjustments.
Yeah.
All right, it could be a clicker, or it could just be literally just softening up that preload a little bit.
That rear.
Yeah, soften it up just a hair. Everything else is right on the money, and he's tracking, like the front end is staying straight. And the idea is if you got your rear suspension set up, your rear will track evenly with your front.
It seemed like his front end was dipping deeper down in the whoops also.
It was deep.
Moto, I can't listen to you talk about suspension. I've ridden the 70 before. You are the worst suspension setup man I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, your 70, the one with the rock hard rear suspension and the sponge soft front suspension that everyone eats crap on and almost dies. That bike.
The 70 is a fine little bike right now. And
The rebar rear shock.
There's something to be said about the wheelie balance point on that.
Yeah.
If you can get that down.
Is crazy, dude.
The wheelie balance point. I saw Derek Kelly on the 70 doing wheelies in my front yard one day, and he was amazing on that thing.
Wow.
He was holding that thing just like, he's like, this is badass. I like this. So, yeah, and as
Didn't
far
even
as-
know you could set it up like that, huh?
Yeah.
He was
yeah.
like,
yeah, he thought that was a cool little bike to ride. He was like, this is very cool.
Oh, that thing's got it's got the hardest. It's like it's gonna race in the Supercross. How firm the suspension is on the back of that bike.
It's an I-beam.
Well, and I stiffened
steel
up.
I-beam.
I did stiffen up the front to match a little bit closer. The front's had a little more give, but not much.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go into the main event for the 250s here, the third and final one. They are at the gate already.
Dexton Bennick.
Thrasher's in the lead right now. We know that because he's been consistent, and Hunter bounced around a little bit. So we will see. Hunter's got a first and a third, and
I'm
then you've
seeing
got
this
Thrasher on
is
2-2.
Supercross Futures Main. They're racing right now.
Oh, this is those? I thought that was 250s. I don't know.
Okay,
So
we got money on this.
They're racing the Supercross Futures Main right
money
now.
on this one.
Dexton Bennick, I'm with you. That's the
Bennick.
dude. By the way,
is
that
good.
number 2 dude, that bomber, that's the kid I was telling you that's been on that bike for 3 days.
Well,
I'm taking
Just signed to KTM 3 days ago.
I'm taking Evan Ferry, Timmy's boy.
Yeah, that's
Cochran's
fair,
good too, number 4.
wow.
That's cool.
Talk about some ping pong balls. Gee whiz, I haven't seen them come out of the gate like that and bounce off each other in a while.
Yeah.
It's the futures.
Gee whiz.
Cochran.
It's
bad
full
start.
contact futures. You
It
didn't
is
hear?
full contact Futures. That's like no joke there.
Oh, shoot. I
There's
don't,
a
Full
hit.
contact futures at the Supercross this year.
I don't know if Little Red Dog made it. I didn't see his name.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're paying attention to the big 4-9.
Man.
Well, I can honestly say that Dexton Bennick guy, he is no joke.
Yeah.
Watch that
Yeah,
kid. He
really
is
good.
he's coming up in the rankings.
And how old are these guys? 15, 16?
16,
16 is probably the oldest,
15,
right?
16.
And there's 2 or 3 of them that are really on factory bikes.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, Dexter
Factory
Bennick,
team.
Dennis Bennett, he's on starring Yamaha. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a race bike.
He's
That's a
ridden
full-
Deegan.
Cochran's on
He's riding
Husky
Deegan's
Yeah.
bike from Loretta's.
Yeah.
So 1 and 2 are both on.
Don't even get me started
Factory
on that
team
whole
bikes right now.
Deegan Loretta's thing. Come on.
Well, when they
there's
were
fair
going to
right
sell
there.
it, they were sell the
they
bike.
have
And,
to, well, hey, the deal is with Loretta's is if you win, you can buy the bike.
Right.
And you can offer fair market value for the bike, and that was to keep everybody honest. So they're going to ride "quote unquote" stock off the showroom floor bikes. And when obviously Deegan went out, he was not riding an off the showroom floor bike. He was riding a full on
a
race bike.
Star Racing Yamaha bike is what he was riding.
Exactly, and they knew it. And somebody there went, "No, I'll offer you $14,000 for that bike."
This is a big deal though, because like Cochran, I'm not sure about Bennett, but he's already got up on the points right now.
Yeah.
For last round, so this round he's going pro. He's going to the next.
Yeah.
Next season he'll be up in it.
Yeah, he'll be right there with Chance and everybody else.
Yep.
Jumping
Yeah.
right up in the
He is
main.
right there right now.
Casey Cochran right there with he's on Husqvarna.
Yeah, a factory Husqvarna too.
Yeah.
What is that thing that just went in the middle of the track? Looked like a flying saucer.
That was a
What the
flying
hell
saucer.
was that?
It was an alien. It was an
Yeah,
alien.
except for
UFO,
it said Monster
was
Energy
alien.
all over the side of it, so I got a feeling it was some type
No.
of
That was
obstacle.
alien.
That was an alien. That was an alien.
It's your UFOs.
It was UFO. It was a Chinese spy
God.
balloon.
We know you love those.
Oh, now that I would believe at this point. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a Chinese spy balloon just
Yeah.
fell.
Big old-
Supercross.
The big old monster logo on it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Chinese are now spying on Supercross. They want to know all the secrets.
Monster sponsored them.
They're gonna shoot it down.
They'll
Wow.
sponsor anybody.
They're gonna shoot it down. The nerds are out there going, "Well, let's check the weather." Boom! $400,000 rocket hits their balloon.
That's the good part, right?
Yeah.
Out of this whole thing, they go.
Oh,
they go spend millions of dollars to go blow this thing,
to
this
blow
little
up the
balloon.
nerds, to blow up the nerds.
$125 nerd balloon is up there getting shot down by a $400,000 rocket.
That's all rocket.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going
and
on
not
with
to
the
mention
budget.
how much it costs to fly that jet. Period up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people are on the ball right now. Let me tell you, the sharpest tools in the shed.
Yeah, that's good.
That was President Poopy Pants. Shoot it down!
Quick,
Yeah, after it already passed over the entire country.
Took
quick
the
on
whole
the
radar on everything.
quick on the uptake there. Yeah.
God, he's so dumb.
Man.
Oh yeah. Can't go wrong for the laughs and the madcapped hilarity.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
He tripped going up to Air Force One again.
Again?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
past
That's
week.
like weekly.
Yeah, I think he just does it for fun.
Can't walk,
They
can't
should
ride
just
a bike.
they should just put a slide on it
Yeah.
and have him slide down and then like have like the baby hill ski slopes where you have a rope you hold on to that pulls you up.
Do you want to
Remember
know
that? Remember that dummy in Airplane?
Do you know what he's going to say? Yeah. You want to know what he's going to say?
They could just make that.
Seriously, if you want to know what he's going to say when he comes down the slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like those things that the old people have where they go up the stairs, they sit on the seat, and it takes them up the
Yeah.
staircase.
Yeah.
He needs one of those. Because he's got issues with stairs.
Just the Airplane
my
movie.
God,
Just take the dummy.
Oh, yeah.
And just put him out there.
I want to see. I want to see.
Wouldn't even notice any difference.
wanna
I
see-
forgot I don't like Hunter Lawrence anymore.
I want to see the poop. I want to see Poopy Pants actually blowing the dummy though when he has to blow the autopilot. I think it'd be
Yeah.
great.
Blow it in the lap when
By the way,
where the tube is.
speaking of a Lawrence brother, I don't know if you've been watching and paying attention to the television program or you're just listening to the Big 49, but if you've been paying attention to the television program, Jet Lawrence has been doing the co-hosting on this, and he has been doing an amazing job.
good. He
That
is.
kid has charisma all over the place. He is good.
And he likes donuts.
But he's just funny. The kid's funny. He's good. He can talk on TV. He has a great personality, and he
That's
can
why
win.
he had so many people show up at that event he did in Dallas on Friday night or last night. It was crazy
Yeah, I
how
saw
many people
that.
showed up for that.
I thought he only allowed 120 people in or something like that.
No, 150 got free food and donuts, but I don't know how many showed up. It was a lot more than 150.
It was like 500 or something.
Yeah, that's a nice showing for
Look at
one
that.
town.
Did you see that, Ben? That was the only person
yeah.
that I've seen wheels stand through the whoops.
The whole section.
The whole section.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
haven't
in the
seen
futures.
anybody else
No.
in 250s or 50s do that.
Even in pro.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Except
when you're
for
also
except
racing
for-
a bunch of slow guys.
Except for Bennick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But none of the pros are even doing that.
None of the
Well,
pros
because
even
they
did that.
can't, because the other pros will eat them for lunch. This guy's out there like shredding these non-factory bikes, like we talked about. And at this level, when you're in the futures, a factory bike is a second or more.
But
know
if
what I
you
mean?
can wheel tap through the
Right.
rear wheel tap
Yeah.
through those
I don't
whoops
care
like
what
that,
bike you're on.
any bike, you're
Yeah.
probably going faster,
Yeah.
right?
way faster.
You think you're going faster on a wheel tap across
Oh
the
yeah.
top
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. He's doing it like.
rather than a skim?
Yeah.
Yeah. This kid's got some skills.
No, he's good. Don't
Yeah,
get
if
me
you only
wrong,
have
he's
one
good.
freaking tire hitting the ground.
And by the way,
what I'm
there's a
thinking.
reason
You're
you're
definitely
on that
faster.
factory bike. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Oh,
because
you're
you're really effing good and you got the factory deal as a young man.
Yeah. I would have to say that he's got some mad skills here.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so what's the next race? The next race we got coming up
250
is 250
main
3, and that will do it for the 250s.
Yeah, and here's where we're looking at. In 251, it went Hunter, Thrasher, Anstey, Smith, Viali. And
Hunter.
then in the next 250 race, it went Jordan Smith, Thrasher, Lawrence, Anstey.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Thrasher's in the lead right now, points.
You got Thrasher and Anstey looking good right now.
Yeah, and Lawrence has a
Lawrence?
1-3.
Yeah.
So he's also got 4 points. Thrasher's got 4 points, but I think the 2-2 beats the 1-3. And Anstey is at 4, and yeah, he's looking good as well.
It'll be interesting to see what happens on this third race.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Third
Man.
race is going to be something to watch.
Yeah, and Anstey's got a 4 and a 3, so he's on the podium.
Yeah, this kid's no joke.
No.
Bennick is no joke. That kid is no joke. He went at wire to wire on that one.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, going
Yeah, no,
away.
he looks like Danger Boy did. But Danger Boy, remember, at the Futures in Anaheim before they turned him pro in the 250 East, he didn't look that good. He
No,
came in
completely
6th
boffed
overall.
It. He completely
yeah.
boffed it. Yeah.
He came in 6th place overall and then comes out and shreds it in his pro debut the next
My
week.
fundamental belief on Danger Boy is I think he's going to be fragile for a bit. I really do. I think he is really he reminds me a lot of Ken Roxon on the level that he's got really good talent and he can hold his own, but I think if he gets into his own head, he'll knock himself out.
Okay,
the
here we go.
juniors.
Here we go.
Look at
There's
the
the
juniors.
Number 3.
Where's number
Here's
1?
the-
No. Definitely 75.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That came up quick, that number.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. That's what I heard. I've heard there's 75 people listening to the Big 49.
That didn't even take overnight like the
at
election.
any given time.
I'm more thinking there's about 17.
No. That was last month.
I'm gonna stick to the old numbers. There's
That
17.
was last month. Now, I'm telling you, this month,
All right.
75.
Hey, Bob, Joe, Pete, Susan, and Cody. Check is in the mail.
Yeah.
And those 3 frozen pizzas, those Red Baron frozen pizzas that I mailed you, they're on their way. So just keep listening.
Packed in dry ice.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. All right. I had to. By the way, that was not a sponsorship or anything else. I just had to pay off our listeners.
Dude, there used to be in real in what they call terrestrial radio. There were times of if you mentioned the ratings, they would bar you from the book that month. You could get what's called listed below the line for saying something stupid like what we just said. Someone could file a complaint against you talking about the
You're already
ratings
at the
and list
bottom
you
of the
below
line.